Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Houston Rockets. Then on Friday, the San Antonio Spurs come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And for the matchup with the Sixers, that'll be their fourth outing in this young season. The coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Booker out there with Isaiah Thomas. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Coleman in at the 4. And for Pittsburgh, Antetokounmpo out there with Tracy McGrady. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Embiid. And it's Bane in at the 2. And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Here on opening day. And what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
RJ, no matter what the situation, Nurkic is a monster on the glass, isn't he?
He had 31 rebounds in 2024. You never see that anymore.
Free throw good, Nurkic.
End of the day, you just want to be a solid rotational player. Nurkic's size is intimidating on both ends of the floor.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. And it's Paul with the ball for Pittsburgh. This game against Indiana, the first game of the NBA's regular season.
Yeah, and the season series between these two, 4 games at all, starting tonight. A chance to stake out an advantage in the division.
Bane, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Thomas. Good work defensively by Paul.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the dude must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Now here's Booker. Miller with a wide open look. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Antetokounmpo after Indiana gets the 3. Got us a screen on Miller. McGrady passes to Paul. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Nurkic setting the pick for Thomas. Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Putting something extra behind it. Embiid would not be denied there.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
A drive by Booker. Count that bucket.
There is no on-off switch for Booker. He is... always in attack mode.
And it'll be Pittsburgh with their first time out of the game here. And Pittsburgh with some changes. Jock Landale's checked in for Joel Embiid. And it's Bruce Brown in for Paul. Martin's checked in for Indiana. Now here's Brown. Here's Landale. And the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Nurkic. Pass to Martin. Here's Coleman. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Tracy McGrady. For Pittsburgh, they've gone 4 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup's good off the glass.
So tough stopping Antetokounmpo. Not just the length, but he plays with passion you don't often see.
Now here's Thomas. Outside, Mark. There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. And here's Booker from the arc. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you. Now, Babe. After Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Nurkic a screen on Brown. Pass to Coleman. Over McGrady. Coleman gets the bucket.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
Now, here is McGrady. Scoreless thus far. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Down kicks to Bain. Now McGrady. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for McGrady. That one wide left.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable. Draining shots from deep.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Pacers leading by a point. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Especially on the road, you want to come in aggressive. Let everyone in this arena know that you are here to play.
So with Thomas sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. We've got Conley. He's out there with Hawkins. And it's Martin in at the 3 slot. Here's Coleman. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings? with not a lot of hope for the regular season.
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Miller's checked in for Indiana, and that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pittsburgh trails by 3. Paul outside. Pass to McGrady. Shoots. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
One of the best passers of all time. Paul relishes setting the pace and finding his open teammates.
Outside Conley. Here's Coleman. Vanderbilt defending. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Buries it from three-point range. Hawkins has got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Now here's Embiid. Defense is right there. Indiana leading by 4. Here's Conley. And he makes good on the layup. Conley's got his first bucket in this one.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Conley. Ball passes to Vanderbilt. Here's the break. And out of bounds at as Pittsburgh gains possession.
And now a moment to see the stats for Conley. Good season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
They feel confident with him at the helm. He's effective at running the offense, and having someone like that off the bench is an absolute luxury.
Here's what Pittsburgh's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Vanderbilt. And it's Bain in for Tracy McGrady. Antetokounmpo finds Bain. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Powerful move by a power guard, Bain.
Indiana leading. Even dating back to his high school days, Desmond Bain was overlooked as a prospect.
Yeah, he wasn't even ranked by any major recruiting services. That just lets you know that the scouts don't always get it right. Then he fell to the 30th pick in the 2020 draft. He's made a lot of teams regret passing on him.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Booker, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The Pacers 4th.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Here's Cornette. Nothing on the board. Pass to Miller. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Booker. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Paul penetrating. Embiid with it. Booker pulls it in. Miller outside. Thomas up top. Defended by Paul. And the basket by Thomas.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Pittsburgh trails by 6. Paul surveying the floor. A 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Here's Coleman. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Brown is checked in for Chris Paul. In Indiana with a change here, too. Martin's checked in. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Miller. Shot clock at 5. Unloads from 13. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Pittsburgh making a switch here. McGrady's checked in. Here's Booker. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. That sends Bruce Brown to the free throw line. It's on Isaiah Thomas. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
On the free throw, no good. Pacers leading by 4. Miller surveying the floor. McGrady against Booker. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Bain passes to McGrady. The shot from the low post is good. Now just a 2-point Pacer lead.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Indiana moving the ball away. For 3, Booker gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 5 now.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Pound kicks to Giannis. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Teardrop shot, and it goes down 2 points. He's got 6.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Here's Thomas. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by 3. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
You know, right now for Pittsburgh, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
They're playing too casual, not being aggressive, not getting to the line. They're doing some other things well, but not that.
You know what I'm looking at? Free throw disparity. That's a difference in the game. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Pittsburgh. They trail by 3. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. They've got Antetokounmpo, Desmond Bain out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Embiid, and it's McGrady in at the small forward. Now here's Thomas. So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. We've got Yusuf Nurkic, Isaiah Thomas out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Coleman in at the 4 spot. Embiid puts it right back. Whoa, wow.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And here's Booker. He's got 5. Pass to Coleman. Now Miller. Here's Coleman. 6 to shoot. Nurkic in the post. Embiid's there. Thomas passes to Booker. Miller outside. Misses the 3.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Paul finds Bain. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Checked in for Pittsburgh. Bruce Brown comes in for Paul.
Checking in for Pittsburgh, Chuck Landale, Bruce Brown.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Thomas. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You've got to be crafty to succeed in this league. At 5'9", Thomas is just that, a skilled, savvy point guard.
The Pacers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. For 3, Booker. And you know who? Devin Booker.
Finally, they get 1 to drop. That's 1 of their first 4 here in the third.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Left side, Brown. And so it looks like Pittsburgh will retain possession here. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Clock at 6. In the corner, it's Payne. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Desmond Bane. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 23 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he slogged through a really down season last year. He's motivated to make amends this season.
Yeah, sure. He knows he didn't have a good year, but now it's a completely fresh start, and I think he bounces back.
Miller outside. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
Antetokounmpo passes to Landale. There's a screen. Here's McGrady. And nothing is falling for him right now. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Miller. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Miller's got 5 points in the quarter.
Going deep in his bag there. Miller with the incredible crossover.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. Neesmith, he's checked in for Pittsburgh. And Indiana with a change here, too. Caleb Martin's checked in for Miller. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Taking for 3. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Baines got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Pittsburgh. Nurkic a screen on Brown. Brown against Thomas. Here's Coleman. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Giannis. He has 6.
And he's shown to be a tough cover. Once Giannis gains more confidence, he's got a chance to be unstoppable.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Antetokounmpo. That one misses.
And the first thing anyone mentions about Antetokounmpo is that freakish athleticism, incredible quickness and leaping ability. He has all the physical tools.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Brown the pass to Giannis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And with his style of play, Antetokounmpo can expect plenty of hard contact in the NBA. Teams aren't going to let him run free.
Here's what Pittsburgh's going with right now. McGrady comes in for Bain. And Paul subbed in for Bruce Brown. Then for the Pacers, Luke Cornett comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Conley in for Isaiah Thomas. For Indiana, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Coleman, the pass to Martin. Here's Coleman, covered by Giannis. Back to Martin. Booker outside. Over McGrady. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pittsburgh has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Giannis sets a screen for Paul. The setup and the slam by Giannis.
Gliding through there. Giannis with exceptional talent.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Coleman. That shot off. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Paul with the ball. McGrady outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Conley. And the last. Shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. It's a tie game here in Oakland. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Aaron Nesmith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then there's Brown. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
Brown finds Nesmith. McGrady against Miller. A shot by McGrady, no good.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
Now here's Thomas. Back to Miller. Pass to Cornette. McGrady outside. And it's in there. McGrady's got it all tied up now for Pittsburgh.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Now, here is Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Thomas outside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's what his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
So Pittsburgh going with almost an entire new group here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Antetokounmpo comes in for Vanderbilt. Baines checked in for Aaron Nesmith. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Bruce Brown. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Indiana. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Pittsburgh's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When the three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thanks, David.
With all the points he gets on the perimeter, it's trouble for the D when Baines starts getting points inside.
Pacers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Conley kicks to Thomas. Martin dishes to Nurkic. Antetokounmpo against Martin. Miller outside. Shot from the wing. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. So they take the lead.
This is Paul's veteran know-how becoming a factor. He is not afraid of these moments.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Coleman's checked in for the Pacers. Devin Booker comes in for Michael Conley. Thomas against Paul. Thomas passes to Miller. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists in the game.
Already, Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man?
Intercepted. Booker looking around. Thomas inside, defended by Paul. Thomas gets the bucket. And it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Coleman. Nurkic with it. 6 to shoot. Outside Thomas. Tries the spin move. They get the rebound. 1:03 left in the 4th. Tries again. It's all about Antetokounmpo. Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. Landale's checked in for Joel Embiid. For Pittsburgh, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and did a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Pass to Miller. Now Booker, three-pointer. It's good from beyond the arc.
I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Now here's Paul. Bain with it from outside the arc. It counts. A tremendous three to tie it up.
This team trusts Bain, and he comes through.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Pittsburgh making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in.
Substitution for Pittsburgh. Number 2.
26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside Thomas. There's 14 seconds left in the game. 5 to shoot. Shoots the three. No good from three-point territory. To win the game. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. We've got Tracy McGrady, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Desmond Bain. And it's Paul in at point. Here's Antetokounmpo. Vanderbilt finds Paul. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Paul's got the first basket here in overtime for Pittsburgh. Booker outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
And what makes Booker so difficult to guard is that he can score from every spot on the floor.
Free throw good, Booker.
One of the best scorers in the game. Booker is a volume shooter who also plays with a ton of confidence.
Both free throws good from Booker.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Ball outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ball against Thomas. Shot clock at 6. The high post shot. The putback. It's good on the putback. And Pittsburgh leads by 2.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Indiana moving it around. Coleman, the pass to Miller. Pass to Booker. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Paul. That one goes. Count it. Paul's got the lead up to 4 now for Pittsburgh.
Uses the pick so nicely. Paul gets the screen and fires away.
Thomas Giannis goes in, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
Now Paul on the wing, Tracy McGrady. And the rebound by Nurkic. 1:11 left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Thomas. And the rejection by Giannis. Drives to the hoop. And so it looks like Pittsburgh will retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
A screen on Thomas. Ball finds Giannis.
And this team loves seeing Giannis step up in the big moments, embracing more of that leadership role with time.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thomas passes to Miller. Yes!
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Pittsburgh. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Giannis. Money!
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Now, here's Thomas. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
Shooting 2. We got this.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. to Miller for three. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
Miller outside. He's off from 3. Launches a 3. Off target from downtown. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. So it's Pittsburgh picking up the win. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you had to work a little longer tonight, but you got the win. What does it mean to play like this in front of the home crowd?
It's a good team we just beat. You know, without this crowd's energy, we might not have pulled through in overtime, but this is a really good win for our team.
A few extra minutes to get it done, but you got it done. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, D.A., thanks again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Giannis